Kamala Harris voters, you're going to love this. Hey, listen, like and subscribe to my channel. If you don't know me, let me tell you, I'm going to be able to help you feel 1,000% better if you just found out about me, because this is all about getting the positive side of what is happening with Trumpism. Here's the positive side. And if you ever want to join any of my groups, my private groups that are premium paid private groups, you can go in my description. Okay, enough pitch there. Here's the deal. I want you to understand very clearly that no matter what you see online or otherwhere, anywhere else, it is a ploy to psychologically mess with your head. How can I prove that? Well, here's the thing. He's talked about Alcatraz. He's talked about the $400 million plane, which we just found out he went to them to get that $400 million plane. He's talking, him and all of his people are talking about Biden after being diagnosed with cancer. I mean, just really low life stuff. But it's designed to grab your attention, put you at outrage, put you into a state of fear. He just, DOJ just arrested a Democratic congresswoman out of Jersey. Now, here's the interesting part about that. McIver is her name. And she was the one protesting to get the Newark mayor's charges dropped, which they got dropped, but now they're going to go after her. But here's the thing that nobody online tells you about but me. And the people who follow me, you leave a message in the comments and tell them. If I'm lying, tell them. Listen, there's a score to this guy. I have something called the Trump failing formula. Trump failing formula. You ever hear about that? They got it from me. Trump failing formula. And the idea is that in that formula, one of which is score. His score is currently 5-68. Now, let me give you a comparison here. In the NBA, if you look up the Washington Wizards right there in D.C., their record is 17-67. 17-67. So the Washington Wizards, the worst team in the NBA, has the better record than Donald Trump does. That is a shame. Here's the thing. So I'm not worried about McIver getting prosecuted by DOJ with a 5-68 record. No more than any team in the NBA is worried about getting prosecuted with a, a 6. What did I say? A 6 or 8 and a 17-65 record. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is that this is not a major problem. They're just creating outrage and fear. And if you believe it, you fall into it. Don't fall into it. Understand, too, that his playbook is the same. That's why he's 5-68. Also understand that even though the Supreme Court gave him the right to drop the protected status of those 300,000 Venezuelans, here's the problem with the Trump administration. They have to follow habeas corpus. So if you're listening to the Supreme Court for when they say you can drop these 300,000 people's status, you got to put them through the court system, which they can't do. It's an overwhelm. It's a trick. It's a trap. Just like the Supreme Court trapped them up before when they said you got to do habeas corpus when we allow you to do the Alien Enemies Act. And they screwed it up, and therefore they took it away. It's a trap. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that we're winning. We're winning. Calm down, then calm down, all right? Did I earn your subscription? I certainly hope so. Join me. Join a movement and understand the good stuff.